Good morning. I let me see. I put a Varsol in that tank, in my oil tank, to get rid of the oil. So anyway, I drained the Varsol this morning, and there's what I got in the bottom of this pan, and that's not rust; it's foam. So anyway, I just got this thing ready to lay it over outside and flush out the Varsol and the foam. So I squirt some soap in it and proceeded to fill it up with water when I immediately discovered I got everything taped up, and anyway, here we go. You can see the foam coming out. The spark plug's tight. Actually, it doesn't look too bad now. Okay. We'll wash this off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lay the bike over on its side. Well, anyway, a serious amount of foam. That what we looked at the other day down in here with the oil on it looked like rust, but the foam is the same color as rust, and that wasn't rust, that was foam stuck there by the oil, because as soon as I varsoled it and wobbled it around, drained it, looked in, that was all moved. It wasn't there. It was still there, but not in the same amount, just little specks, and I took a little screwdriver and moved a chunk of it. So I don't believe there's any rust in the tank, but I'm concerned that there's mist chunks in there that may not come out the spout. So I'm going to try to lay this thing over on its side and then flush and flush and flush and see if how much I get out. It's a little awkward moving. I didn't want my handle grips messed up, and I want the bike over and possibly put blocks under the wheels so the back end, the wheels are up in the air, because I want this to be at the bottom. So I got everything kind of sealed up. It should be all right. The pipe can lay on that mat, and I'll keep flushing. But anyway, there's a serious amount of foam still in the tank, but I'm worried about chunks of foam. But that's why when I do it, I cut a hole in the frame and dig it all out, and then I heat the edge red hot where I'm going to weld it back together, let it cool, and I mean red hot, and then let it cool, and then take a little pair of vice grips and bend the metal back and forth to break the scale off the inside, and flush out again, and then put your patch there, and then carefully weld. And once you heat the metal red hot once, the second time when you weld, you get almost no scale on the other side, especially a butt weld, tiny bead. And again, I use a torch. So, but anyway, I don't believe there's any rust in the tank. I'm very concerned about a lot of foam. But he said he had the foam out and he put oil in it to keep it from rusting. Well, I just checked, and there's a lot of foam in there. Also, yesterday I took the exhaust pipe off, because when I put the exhaust pipe on, I couldn't find my flashlight, and I didn't have a trouble light at the time, so I didn't look at the piston. Well, I took the exhaust pipe off because I got a trouble light now, and I looked at the piston, and I bought this as a rebuilt motor, sitting in a painted, cleaned up frame. So the rest of the bike was unrestored. But anyway, after I bought it, the guy didn't call it a rebuilt engine. He called it a running engine, and I was too particular. But anyway, I looked at the piston and the cylinder through the exhaust hole, and it's not a new piston. There doesn't appear to be a ridge around the top of the cylinder, and it doesn't appear to be scratched, but it does have evidence of past rust halfway down the cylinder a little bit, like it's not perfectly smooth like what we'd like to see. But it's basically a used engine, and at this time, after being so close to having it run, I believe it'll run. It's not new by any means, and it's not rebuilt by any means, but there's no way someone would spend the money and put new bearings on a crank with a new connecting rod and not bore it out with new pistons. So I have to assume it's got a 90% wore out connecting rod and maybe new bearings on the crank, but I doubt it. So the worst that's going to happen is it'll take out the engine block, and the engine block is replaceable. So at this time, I don't want to rip it all apart and then spend 6 months rebuilding the motor, another couple $1,000. So I'm just going to flush out the tank and hook things up and hope for the best. So anyway, it's a little hard for me. This hand is doing a lot better, but it's going to be a little hard to get it down. But I'm gonna lay it down on its side and prop up the tires, then stick the water hose in again, and eventually I will be draining it out, this little pipe on the bottom. But right now I got it plugged off with a bolt, and the spark plug's tight, so no water's getting in there. But anyway, I'll let you know how I make out a little later. See ya.